Game 7 of the American League Championship. MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Please.
Pressure of Game 7 the best. The players know what's at stake. The fans have played the cleanest game and come up with some timely plays.
The postseason is officially in full. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Jesse Padilla gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. He's so sure-handed out there. Offensively, he's got that pretty swing, and defensively, he runs into the gap smooth. People lock in on this guy. He's going to be a star in the making.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Well, the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. Padilla is the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty B, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbler to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
Into the Morris. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Misses for ball 1.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his second wild pitch of the first inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And the run will score as the Angels grab the early 1-0 lead.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2-2. Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 Yankee error, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Angels 1 and the Yankees 0. Standing in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he's way off balance with the swing there. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Called strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Now at the plate, Randy Hulbert, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Here we go, boys.
Roll to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Sean Huston. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
2 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Not before the lone hit in the inning, the solo home run makes this a 1-run ball game. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 3 and the Angels 2. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Eduardo Nunez. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Hey, get on yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Number 31, Richard Mayer.
In now, Richard Mares, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Mares, a 22-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Two gone now. Let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you see there, the winner in this series will have most of the country rooting against them as they'll take on the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. Into the box now, Mike Trout. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air down the right field line. Judge is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down.
Leading off for the Angels.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away.
Come on, guys.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Good arm action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
A ball and no strikes. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Pop straight up. Padilla is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. 2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. And standing in, one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. He's a strikeout victim in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. stepping up to the plate, Randy Colbert. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time. Popped him up. Sanchez shading to his right. 2 down. Digging in for his second at bat, Sean Huston. He got called out on strikes his last time through. In there, no balls and a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
First hit.
And it's 2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Eduardo Nunez will start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping into the box, Richard Maris. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1.
Hey, turn 2, turn 2.
The 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1. Popped up. Sanchez moving to his left. Makes the play. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get to it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
That evens it up. 1-1. The 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Judges under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Hold it.
Nick Castellanos now 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. He's set. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
A 1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
Right now, fellas.
Here's the 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Angels leave 1, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Here's C.J. Cron now. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he fouls this one off. lined up, and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he popped him up in there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
0-1, here it comes. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
0-2, here it comes. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Crone aboard here at first with nobody out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Now a swing and a fly ball. Judge is on his horse. Oh, he couldn't make the play. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen hits to this point. Copper to first, might only get one. To second for one, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman. You have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Into the box now, Randy Colbert, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, and it's even at 1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Angels strand 1, and they remain well behind. Stepping up now, Sean Huston. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively.
That's up.
High pop-up. Padilla is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Fastball, and that ran in and drilled him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that's off the left field foul pole, a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. His first homer so far in the series, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these 2 lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row. You can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
1-0 pitch on the way. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
C.J. Cron is on deck, and he misses again here. It's ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this kind of 5 hole is just...
This is on the ground over the first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Trout at third. Castellanos at second with 2 gone. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is. Starlin Castro. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
For my partners Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.